So here's where we're going to try to get to tonight. And what I'm going to show you is how to do these drawings. I'll start with this one right here. Maybe not. I forgot it makes my computer lag really pretty good when it's telling me my internet connection is unstable. All right, so we're going to start with doing this drawing right here. This is called an assembly drawing. And that is made, it's an assembly drawing. It's not an assembly part. Let Nick in now. The assembly part is actually this thing. So that's where you want to be. You want to be on your assembly of the puzzle cube, the one where you put all the pieces on, okay? What you're going to do here is you're going to go over to this top icon right here, and it says BOM table, and you're going to click on that. Now, when you open this up, you are going to have 4 columns right now. You'll have item, quantity, description, and then you'll have one more. Can somebody tell me what the other one is? Because I just have forgotten. Description? No, it's not description.
Yeah, I already changed mine, so it's not there either. Material?
It could be. Could be. So what I want you to do is I want you to have these 3 columns, the item, quantity, and description on your screen. You can, to get rid of a column, I'm just going to show you, you right click on it and just hit remove column. So you want item, quantity, and description. You don't need anything else, okay? So just right click on it and get rid of whatever the 4th one's named. Josh might be correct about it being material. Now, here in description, this is this list where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the order that you put the parts into the assembly. All right, so this number 1 was my first one that I put in, and when I put my cursor on it, and I haven't clicked, I just put my cursor on it, it highlights it, and that indicates to me which one it is. And I can see that it's my light blue. There's a quantity of 1, and my description, I'm just going to click in here, and I'm going to type in light blue. You might have a red one. You might have a green one. We're all going to be different, and that's fine. Except I can't spell blue, apparently. U-E. All right. So I want you to go through and label all 5 of these things for me right now. So my number 2 is dark blue. Number 3, I think, is green. 4, I'll call purple. And number 5 is red. Okay. So what you're doing is you're creating the start of the bill of materials table. Now, this list, I'm going to show you where this is. You can keep working on it, but I'll show you on my screen where this comes in. When I go to this drawing right here, that's what this list is right down here in the lower right-hand corner, okay? So that's what this is. So I'm back to here. All right. Now, once you got that done, then you can just click on that icon again and get your thing back up on the screen. Okay. Did everybody accomplish this? Caleb, you got that?
Yeah, I did.
How about you, Elias? Yes? Josh? Okay. Nick, how about you?
Yep.
Okay.
All done.
Or are you taking notes, Nick?
Oh no, I finished the drawing earlier today.
Nice. All right, Brandon, how about you?
I got it all set.
All right, sweet. So now, next thing you're going to do is, excuse me, we're going to go out onto our internet here, and we are going to look for the title block. So I'm going to show you, this is the title block right here. I put a little bit of time into this. I put the GCC logo down here. If you have a logo that you prefer to use, like the one that you created for 119, that you should have created anyways, that's fine. Drawn by, mine says Peter Seward. Yours will come in, hopefully, if it comes in with my name by the time you get done editing it, it'll change. You'll see the dates on here, scale, and sheet number. Anything that's in gray changes automatically. And in a couple minutes, these two columns, we're going to have to actually do some text typing in ourselves. So I'll show you how to do that. But first, we have to get the title block, and we have to import it. So how you do that? Hit update here. All right, see now, by the way, if you ever are looking at an assembly or a drawing and it's not quite right in Onshape, there's this little orange or yellowish button up here in the upper left corner with a circle. That's regenerate. And if you click on that and you look down here now, my title block has all these names in it. You don't have this yet because we haven't imported the title block. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go out here. We're going to go to Onshape here. So open up Onshape, and you'll see my Onshape, recently opened, created by me, shared with me, and the word public. So click on public. So public is a place where you can put all kinds of drawings that you might be doing. You can put them out here on the internet, and you can scroll through this if you want. But I'm going to go to search in public, and I'm going to type in GCC space TBB, and that's the name that I gave the title block when I created it. And you'll hit the search button. Okay. And it should come up at the very top right here. And I am going to open this by double clicking on it. Okay. Now, down at the bottom, you're going to see an icon, or not an icon, a tab that says GCC TBB. Okay. And what you need to do with this, I'm going to move this thing out of my way. Whoops, come on. All right. What you're going to do with this is you're going to go, that is very annoying. Stay there. All right. You're going to go to where it says, has a little plus sign, and we have the word import. Actually, click on, I'm reading through my instructions here. Go to click on export and the blue export button. You know what? I think I jumped ahead a step here.
Mr. Stewart,
Yeah, what's up?
I was going to record it in case if I had saved this for later, but I can't record it because I would need your permission in order to.
Oh, actually, just so you know, Caleb, I am recording it. So I'll post it to the Blackboard account. Okay?
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Go to public and search. CCC tab at bottom, right click. Okay, so I think I jumped ahead here a little bit. Let me just review this. Hold on a second, guys. My apologies. Huh. Why is it not working with me? Export. Blue export button will appear in your downloads folder. Oh, that's why. All right, so once you click on this, what you do is you go to your I think you go to recently opened, and you click on this. I'm looking for a little blue button up here in the upper right corner that says export on it. Mayan shape. Why is this not working? This worked the other day when I did this. All right, let's go back here. I'm sorry for kind of stumbling along here. Go to public and search for the GCC title block. Go to the GCC tab at bottom right. Click, and then click on export. Okay. So back to recently opened. So I've got this. This is it right here. I was right where I needed to be and just wasn't reading my instructions. All right. Do you guys have this title block on your screen right now? Just shake your head yes or no if you don't. Okay. Caleb. Brandon, you got it?
No.
All right. How about you, Nick? I just heard you.
Yeah.
All right. So on the GCC TBB title tab down here on the right, or on the left-hand side, right click on it, and then you're going to see the word export. And when you export it, it's going to come into this dialog box right here, and you're going to say export on it. Okay. So now what it's going to do here is we're going to go back to our project. So click on Onshape, and you can go to recently opened or created by me, whichever works for you, and click on this. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go to our little plus sign, and we're going to say import. And it should have saved down to your downloads file someplace, or your downloads folder. When you exported it, put it on your hard drive. And I'm just going to double click on that, and it will actually bring that in and put it on your tab down here at the bottom. You can see I have GCC TBB3.dwt. The T stands for template. DW stands for drawing template. Okay, did that work out for anyone? Caleb, did you get it to import? Awesome. All right. How about you? Looks like Elias just dropped out. How about you, Josh?
I'm still here.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Okay. You moved to the bottom for some reason. Elias, did that work out for you? Okay, good. How about you, Nick?
Yes.
Yep, good.
Matt?
The bubbles on there.
All right, good. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, it's all set.
All right, Brandon?
I'm all good.
Okay, good. Okay, so now we're going to actually create a drawing. So I'm going to go to the little plus sign, and I'm going to say create drawing. And someplace in here under recently opened or my Onshape, you're going to be able to see the GCC tbb.dwt. And you're going to click on that and then say OK. And that's going to put on the screen the title block. Totally empty. All right. Now, it comes up with a little dialog box here. I call this the insert title block, I guess is the best way to call it, or best thing to call it. It's the insert view block, title block. And because we're going to do the assembly first, see where right here at the top, you'll see that the name at the top in dark letters, then down a little bit, you'll see Part Studios. And to the right of that, you're going to see assemblies. I'm going to click on the word assembly. And it's now going to have the words assembly or demo assembly. It should be showing you a little image of your title, of your little block. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come here onto my screen, and I've got the block in the middle of my screen, and I'm not going to click yet, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go over to this left-hand side where it says Insert View, and for my view orientation for this, I'm going to click on the word front, and then I'm going to change this to isometric. And it's going to go away for a second, and when it comes back, hopefully it's showing you the isometric view, and I simply left-clicked and got the isometric view onto my paper. Now, I'm going to right-click here, just inside of that box, and I'm going to say Show Shaded View. And when I do that, it comes in the colors. Now, excuse me, if you take a look at our assembly drawing here, right, what you'll notice is that I've got what are called bubbles here, okay, and a parts list. So what I want is for my bubbles to be placed on here. Now, there is this icon. It's right to the right of the letter A for note, and that's called call out. And I'm going to click on that, and I'll come down here, and let's see if this is, I'm a little out of order here, but let's see if this will work. Well, it's not going to work like I want to, so I'm going to just X that out and close that out. Matter of fact, I'm going to undo it and get rid of that. The first thing I actually need to do is put in the BOM table. And the BOM table is above the letter 3. It's the second one in from the right-hand side. So I'm going to click on that. And now I have my table here. And it is attached to the upper right-hand side of the upper right corner of my table. I'm going to put this table down right here in this lower right-hand corner, so I can change that point by just going over here to the BOM table dialog box and clicking that little grid that looks like it has the dark dot in the lower right corner. Now I can come down to that corner and click on that and put that in perfectly. Now I'll have my table in there. It'll have item 1. It'll have the description that I typed in at the beginning of this thing. And we should be ready to go with putting in bubbles. So I'll go to the toolbar at the top again. I'll go to the right of the word note and I'll click. And I'm going to come down here and select, and I'll pull this out. And what it did is it put in the number 4 for me. Now I'm going to go to another one of my cubes and put in the next one. And I'll keep going around, and I'll keep doing that for all 5 of them. And I think that's my last one. And then once I have that, I'll go over here to this dialog box for call out, and I'll green check mark that. How's that going for you guys? Elias, going good? Going bad? Thumb
It's
up?
gone.
All right, it's going. Josh?
I think it's going good.
Okay.
My only problem is I think my whole cube is tipped in a way that I cannot see
Everything.
every single piece. So
Okay, so then what you could do is you could do this right here. It's called projected view. It's second icon over from that orange circular one. If you click on that.
Okay, hold on. I need to go on full screen because I'm not.
Okay. All right. Brandon, how you doing?
Good.
All right. Matt?
Good.
All right. Nick?
Yep, I'm all good.
All right. All right. So Josh, I'll show you this. I just went up to what's called projected view, and I'm going to click on the cube here, and I'm going to pull this off to the right, and it's going to give me a different view. And I don't know if that'll help you to actually find, the part that you can't find right now. But okay, I'm going to delete this one for me. Oops.
I see it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So this finishes up the assembly drawing. Now, as long as everybody's doing okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create what's called a sheet set. And then I'm going to show you how to create individual parts and do a little bit of dimensioning also. So I'll show you what this is. So this is a sheet set. What you'll see is that there's sheet 1 here, and then there's sheet 2 here also. I'll double click on sheet 2, and that brings up another drawing. All right. And this drawing happens to be one of the pieces in my my puzzle cube. And you know what? I am so dumb because I forgot on the shaded drawing here to actually do the name here. So I'm just going to zoom into this, and I'll double click in here, and I'm going to type what this is. And this one for me is light, and don't forget it's caps locks all the way. Light space blue. Okay. And project name, I'm going to double click that, and I'll change my, whoops, come on. Okay. And the project name is Puzzle Cube. Okay. Green check mark. All right. So now I've got the name for the part, or I'm sorry, this is actually the puzzle cube. I goofed up.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like,
I'm 2 steps ahead of you there. So that both times this is puzzle cube. Okay, green check mark that. So it's puzzle cube and puzzle cube on this one. All right, so now I'll show you how to create a sheet. All right, and the way you go about this is, I'll shrink this down again. So I'll go back to my demo. This is the one that we're using. Whoops, right here. Okay. So what you do is you go to this little icon on the left-hand side that says Sheets, and you click on that. And you'll see Sheet 1, whatever the name is of your drawing that you got here. And then it's going to have the word isometric and demo Assy. Right up here at the top, to the right of Sheet 1, it's got a little icon that says Insert Sheet. And I'm going to click on that. And because the computer is whacked, it's going to be a little bit slow, but it'll get there. Okay. And generally this comes up with that insert tool again. If it doesn't, just go up to the right of that circular icon and click Insert View. And then select Insert. So what I'll see now is Part Studios is lit up. Remember, we clicked on Assemblies before, but now we're going to go to the Part Studios. So these are the Part Studios right here. And when I click on one of these little arrows, this is part number 1. I'm just going to select that and bring it out to the screen, to the graphics area. And it's got a front view. My scale is 1:1. This is kind of small for this drawing, so I'm going to change this to a scale of 2:1 so that it's twice as big right here. And then the other thing this is going to do is this is going to do one of the other orthographic views. So I just pulled it up to the top there and clicked. Now I'll go back to my projected view tool, which is on. I'll come back to my front view, click once, and pull over to the right. Now I'll have my right side view, and then I'm going to click on the front view again, and I'll pull it up and to the right, and I'll have my isometric. Now the isometric is kind of big, so I'll press escape a couple times, and I'm going to double click in this. And this is one of the properties boxes. And what this allows me to do is to change some stuff. This one right here that says scale, this is the one I'm going to change. And I'm going to change that back to 1:1. Then I can green check mark this. And I'll move this just a little more over into the corner. Now I have one thing that's missing in this view now. And that is in the side view here, I should have a hidden line because of this corner. So what I'll do is I'll go over to this and I'm going to right click and I'm going to go all the way at the top and I'm going to say show hidden lines. Now you may not have any hidden lines, but I did it in this one. The next thing to do here is to add dimensions. So the dimensioning tool is above the letter 4 and 1 over. That's dimensioning. And I'm going to start from the bottom corner and I'm going to work my way up. quit on me here. Okay. Things aren't going quickly here. There we go. So put that dimension on there. Then I'll go from the bottom again to the top one. Oh, give me the wrong dimension. That's the problem. I have because my computer is very laggy here. I'm trying to get this done. But I just wanted to show you how to dimension things so you could dimension drawings. Dimension tool. So I'm going to click on this bottom line. Good. And I'll click on the corner. And I'll pull that out. So that's the side view. And then, or the front view, sorry, height. And then the top view, corner to corner. Put that one there. And then from corner to the next corner. I'll put that one there. And from that corner to this corner. And put that one up there. And then I have to do one more dimension on this part, which would be from here to here. And that makes that part fully dimensioned. Okay. So, and then I got to go down here to where it says part name and all that good stuff. And I'll call this one light blue. Whoops. And the project name this time, the project name is Puzzle Cube. Okay, and green check mark. You'll notice that my scale has been changed to 2:1, and down here it says sheet number 2 of 2. So that's how you add dimensions to these parts. So set up the orthographic views, put the isometric in the upper corner, and then create the fill in the title block, and you should be ready to rock and roll. All right. So you would continue doing this for all 5 of your parts. So what I'm going to do, and Caleb and Josh and Elias, you guys weren't here. I talked about this with Nick and Matt and Brandon in the earlier class. I was trying to think of a way to make these worth some value to you guys. And what I'll do is for every one of these that you create, okay, with dimensions for the orthographic view, the assembly drawing shaded with bubbles and parts list and all that good stuff, I'll give you a point on your overall average. So if your average ends up being like a 93 and you do all 5 of these things, print them out and give them to me, I'll make your grade a 98. Okay. So I wanted to make sure.
Would it be a 96 because it would also have the cube? Or does that not count?
No, the only thing that counts is the drawings. It would be 6 points. So, yeah, if you had a 93 and then you add 6, that would be 99, right? So, whatever. I'll get the math right somewhere along the line. All right. So, does anybody have any questions? No?
Nope.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will publish this video. It takes a few minutes to process it. I'll publish it, and then I'll put an announcement on with the link to it on YouTube, and you guys can create your drawings from that. Okay. And how long was that? Almost 45 minutes or 40 minutes. Okay, so there you go. Now, how we making out on portfolio? Because that's due next week. You guys gave me a bunch of work, and I did upgrade or change grades, and I think I sent them to everybody that had grade changes. So if you owe me work, right, May 4th is Tuesday. So let's get it all cranked up, okay? So if you don't have anything for me, you can check off, and we'll go from there. Have a nice night.
Yep. You too.
See you Tuesday.
Yep. Bye, guys.
See you Tuesday.
Bye, Nick.